putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. It's the Kevin Jackson Show. KJRadio.com is how you can get a hold of us. 844-551-8255. So when Donald Trump, I call it whatever you want. It's uncanny to watch Donald Trump, go after somebody, Starbucks, Target, whatever, and to watch their fall from grace. And some people he doesn't even go after. They come after him, like Snoop Dogg, fall from grace. Eminem, fall from grace. I'm talking about sales plummet, can't get anybody's attention. I'm sure in their circles they still, garner some attention. Kathy Griffin, movie stars. It doesn't matter who it is. Jennifer, what's her face? Lawrence. She's now retired. Things like this. Here's my point. If you buck Donald Trump, you think it's the thing to do. I'm talking about leftists. I know we don't. But you think it's the thing to do, and it backfires. Now, I'm not telling you that Donald Trump's 100% right or whatever. There are things we disagree on, and it'll happen. It happens in your marriages. It happens with your best friends. It happens in your job with coworkers. It happens with your kids. It happens. But the guy is doing a pretty good job. And quite frankly, I'm interested to see the time. There are times you want to speed things up, but you got to let it take its course. But I bet you there are many of us out there, many of you guys listening, who say, I wish I could just fast forward and see how the left is going to perceive Donald Trump in a year, another year, 2 years. Well, I'm going to do that for you. You're going to watch so many people eat crow. You're going to watch so many people crash and burn. If Barack Obama had gone after people, let's say he was mad at good example. He was mad at Donald Trump, right? Barack Obama couldn't stand him, said he was crass, really talk smack about a guy. For a sitting president to talk about a person I'm not going to judge Donald Trump based on character, but I'm saying he's one of our solid citizens if you measure him based on what's he brought to the community. He employs a lot of people, increases the tax base, builds beautiful buildings. As a president of the United States, what would you be mad about with Donald Trump as a citizen? He's not hurting anybody, but Barack Obama demonized Donald Trump. He couldn't be president, knowing very well that this guy was just overwhelmingly capable of being president. He couldn't even allow himself to say that. So he went after Trump. And as we've learned, not just verbally, not just I don't like the man, he shouldn't be president, or I'm going to support my party, my ticket, things like that. He sicked the FBI on him, the NSA, the FISA courts, etc. It was worse than just I don't like the guy. Barack Obama did illegal stuff. Let's just put it. That's just the truth. And the sooner you start saying that, and telling people, look, I don't give a crap about Barack Obama as a president. He sucked as a president. He was terrible. But you know what was worse? He used the government to try to go after a private citizen because he had a vendetta. He didn't want to see Donald Trump become president because we would learn everything that Barack Obama did. End of story. So here's Barack Obama. You couldn't have a bigger vengeance against somebody outside of, sicking a drone on some ISIS guy from time to time, which I guarantee you probably crossed the mind of many Democrats. Like, why don't you go ahead and drone him, Barack? So Barack Obama sets his sights on Trump. I'm going to destroy him. And what does he do? He makes him president. You see what I'm talking about? Even when Donald Trump, when karma is supposedly going to get him, right? Because they took the apparatus of the government. I want you to think about what would happen to you if somebody stacked the FISA courts against you, created a fake story, got the media to be complicit, and was against you, and actually had somebody that was your competitor who they were trying to help, and then they fake this story, get the FBI to do it, and start questioning all your friends and neighbors. How long would you last? I hate to tell you this. You're going to find out who your friends are real quick when the FBI shows up to interrogate him and start, mentioning things about you. He's connected to the Russians. He's connected to this. We're suspecting things. You're going to lose your job. You're going to lose your friends. You're going to lose your marriage. Your kids are going to even go, I don't know. It's bad news. They did all of that against Donald Trump. They tried to intimidate his friends, his associates, you name it. Why do you think Michael Flynn was in a position he was? Michael Flynn didn't do anything wrong. 3-star general. If there's anybody that knows how to play it by the book, it is a general of that caliber. Yet he found himself in a pickle. So Barack Obama says, I'm going to go after Donald Trump. Goes after him, and Trump becomes president. I want that to sink in. Now, Trump goes after every one of the Republican candidates, gone. Goes after Hillary Clinton, gone. Beginning to set his sights on Barack Obama, he'll soon be gone. Trump, go back, folks. Don't do yourself a favor. You're going to think this man is possessed. He will tweet something. Next thing you know, things start to happen. Tweets about Mexico, the wall. He tweets about MS-13 gangs. Tweets about ISIS. I'm going to kick their butt off the face of the earth. When this man finally says, okay, time to get something done, he gets something done. If I was Barack Obama, I would keep my head in the rat hole. I would not look out, because that's how you get eaten. So anyway, Trump sets his sights on people, and boom, they're gone. But when people set their sights on him, it backfires. And I'm thinking particularly now of Lindsay Vonn. And look, there was another skater, and Adam or Andrew Lipon or Ripon or something like that. I truly don't know his name. It's not worth remembering. This is a guy, I think he finished 10th behind 2 other Americans, said, I'm not going to the White House. Yeah, only the winners go. I talked about this the other day. When did the White House, you go to the Olympics, you do something good, when did that become automatic? You get a letter. So here's your letter. Boom. The president should say, I'm only going to invite the people that I want to invite. And look, that's a prerogative. I told you, we heard a while back that this was when Barack Obama was in the White House, and we heard he was going to invite black conservatives to come up and meet with him. And I was like, well, I hope he sends me the letter, because I'm going to publicly reject it. And I know it sounds very much like this guy, but I didn't reject Barack Obama because he's a bad person. I reject his policies. There's nothing Barack Obama was going to tell me that was going to change my mind as far as a policy position goes, from a political point of view. Now, people would go, Kevin, you should go and let him talk to you. Okay, I get what you're saying, but there was nothing he could tell me. It was only going to be a media fest for him to say, I've reached out to black Republicans, etc. Now, if I were an athlete, I've said this many times, I would go to the White House. If it were about athletics, I'd say, he's the president, I'm going to the White House. If that's what the protocol is, why not? I don't care who's in the White House when I win my gold medals. Happy to get up there, shake his hand. Congratulations on winning your medal. That's pomp and circumstance no matter who's in the White House. But if I were a military person or in a position I'm in right now, I'm not going to Barack Obama's White House. There's nothing that clown could tell me. Yeah, Kevin, Obamacare. What do you want to tell me about Obamacare or your feckless foreign policy or the cabinet that you pick that is full of progressives, the judges that you're selecting, and on and on and on. Look at the judges that Barack Obama selected and what they currently are doing to the administration that wants to protect America. Are you kidding? There's nothing this man can tell me. All he wants to do is, when he was talking about doing this, and I don't know if it was true or not, I heard a rumor, people were calling me on it, but all he would want to do is try to make political hay, and out of us, we would become the fodder. Because guess what? If he could do what he did to Donald Trump, what do you think he's going to do to us? What do you think we would have been going to the White House? It would have been a total setup. I'm not falling for you. Kevin, you've won a trip to Hawaii scheme. Yeah, never to be seen again. No. But Lindsay Vonn said, she wasn't going to go to the White House, or she wasn't representing Donald Trump. This was on December the 7th. She said she wouldn't go to the White House to celebrate the Olympics. She didn't represent Trump. She says she's representing the people of the United States. No, you're not, Lindsay. You're only representing the stupid half of the people of the United States. And here's what she says. I hope to represent the people of the United States, not the president. I take the Olympics very seriously and what they mean and what they represent, what walking under the flag means in our opening ceremony. I want to represent our country well. I don't think there are a lot of people currently in our government that do that. That's what she said on CNN. Well, guess what, Lindsay? Having lost one of your gold medal opportunities, I don't know if I don't follow, to be honest with you, I don't follow the Winter Olympics that closely, and I don't know whether she's winning or losing, but I know she's lost something, and I say it's karma. I think God is punishing these people for being mean-spirited. Touche.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.